That was about all I've done in front of a mic or a camera. Got to hold it like this after a footy game. Yeah, mate, I'm fucked.
They don't let me on it.
Can't have a hat on.
Nah.
Welcome to Pre-Season, a podcast focused on profiling everything on and off the field across the Sunshine Coast A-grade competition heading into the 2024 season. This podcast is proudly brought to you by Local Property Group, your trusted real estate experts spanning from Caboolture to Noosa.
Hi, boys. Pre-season. First podcast, episode 1 in the bank. Welcome, Damo.
Shit, yeah.
First guest, mate. How's it feel?
Oh, pretty lucky, eh? I suppose you could have had a few blokes that could have jumped on here first.
Ooh, I was pretty surprised it was you, to be fair, but I'm sure you'll hold your own.
No,
DK,
all right.
How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Excited. A little nervous, but something that obviously myself and you have been talking for a while now. So
Yeah, you're warm up, mate. How funny is it, though? Here's probably something off the top. How many blokes probably sit there and say, let's fucking start a podcast?
wow, everyone that's
Only a couple of weird blokes, I reckon.
everyone that's 20 beers deep at the pub and then trying to get $300 out of the bank.
Yeah.
Every one of those blokes.
Don't know what you're talking about. Boys, let's jump into it. First and foremost, obviously for anyone who's listening, if anyone is fucking listening, I'm sure the missus and the mums and dads will be listening, but maybe Bossy and Jake McShannon might have a little listen into. But,
Yeah, bossy.
But boys, obviously the whole idea of the podcast today and moving forward is pretty simple. What we want to talk about is heading into the 2024 A-grade season. You boys are going to do most of the talking, I think, today. But obviously what we're going to talk about today is going to be more focused around 2023 postseason. It's going to get a bit juicy, I reckon, because we'll do a bit of a review on all the teams and fire a few boys up before we start inviting guests on from all the teams. So anyone who's listening, moving forward, the chat's going to be each week we'll get a player or a coach from each of the now 9 A-grade sides, including Rivers. I believe Bribey. I spoke to the Bribey boys the other week, so I don't think they're doing A-grade, but we may have a chat to them, see how we go.
Yeah, it might be a stretch. We'll see how we go.
But, look, obviously moving forward, we want to really talk about pre-season. We want to, obviously, for those who don't know, all of us three play at Biwa, so we have a pretty good culture, and it's nice to know what we're up to, and we'll share what we get up to in our pre-season and throughout the season. But I think it's always nice to pull back the curtain a little bit on what other people are doing as well, right, and see what the culture's like in other clubs and who they're recruiting and new coaches, new staff, all that kind of jazz. So,
Well, I mean, how long's like this kind of thing's not around at the moment. So, I mean, I remember as a kid, you'd rip home to the Sunny Coast Daily and there it was, boom, the write-up over the weekend, like players scoring tries, who won, the ladder, and it's just not around. So, I mean, why not be the first, eh?
I reckon it's a great idea. Like I say, there's nothing going on the coast or anything about footy. You know, if you don't read the newspaper or pay the 99 cents to read an article, you don't know nothing about it.
And no one's got it. I don't have the 99 cents for it.
Neither do I.
99 cents. Is that what it is? 99
No,
cents?
I think it's
daily.
more than that.
I think it's more than that.
It's more than that.
The daily. Fuck, jeez. All right, boys, let's rip in. We're going to start off, Damo, I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to start with the hard-hitting questions. And Dave, our AV guy who's going to do our post-production, take note of this, please, mate. We're going to do a running tally for every guest we have on. DK and I are pretty passionate about this topic. I don't know how everyone else feels, but we'll do a running tally on screen. So, Dave, once you do the editing, mate, just do us a running tally if you could. Damo, hard-hitting question straight up.
I'm ready.
Socks up or socks down?
Socks up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I
like that.
Socks down. I'm a socks down boy, fucking for the record.
Well, give us the rundown of socks down. Give us, why do you like socks down?
Showing his calves.
Fuck, the calves aren't too good, to be fair.
Well, the two of us have got none. So I'll run them up.
I don't know. I'm not. I'm just trying to break tradition, to be fair.
Yeah, well.
Why do you do it up? Well, there you
Well,
go. There's a question for you.
That was the old one.
Do you still tape them? Do you tape at the calves?
Yes, definitely.
Fuck, you go through some tape.
Oh, fuck, don't get going.
Do you tape your boots?
Yeah, it's for the tape's another story, all right? We can get that down the track, all right? But no, the socks up. That was me old man growing up, and he used to say, even if you're not a good footballer, at least look like a footballer.
Yeah, socks up. It's a respect thing, I reckon.
Look like a footballer.
Yeah, respecting for the game.
And we don't have calves.
Yeah. Well, we're also all white too, right? It's a bit of a Islander thing to wear them down because they've got big calves and they can't get them over the top. So I'm just probably trying to compete with the big boys.
A couple of great looking calves in the comp too, by the way. Kale Sheridan, Lance Ainsworth. It's some good looking.
Lance has
some
got
good
some
looking
good
blokes
calves.
out there. I'm sure our listeners can
Junior
try.
kid.
Oh Jesus!
Is he down? Is he a downer?
Oh mate, he needs them up.
He wears them up. He's up.
Yeah,
Throw
he's
it back.
I think he's halfway.
Yeah.
Hiding
Halfway.
something.
Throw it back, listeners.
Yeah, let us know.
Show us your
We
calves.
might even do a little poll on socials.
I like that.
There we go.
That's
Calves
good.
That's an idea. All right, boys. What we're going to start with, Big Popper. What we're going to talk about today, mate, is we're going to go through each team from 8th to 1st.
Yep.
We're going to review, and for those who are listening, we're also going to talk about all the player awards as well. So, look, let's kick it off. Bit more shit talk to come, I'm sure, but let's get into some proceedings. 8th position this year was Nambour Crushers. Finished on 24 points. Average points scored across the season was 17. Average points against was 30. How'd they go, boys?
Well, I think they really, they hadn't really played a good footy side yet.
They
were
come
top-
out of the block strong.
Yeah,
didn't
they were top 4. Like we thought we'd be.
mate. I'm sure that was second.
Yeah, they were going to be playing finals at one stage there, and then sort of just fell off the tracks. I think injuries.
What did they
not
finish
much
last
depth.
year? Didn't they finish?
Last 2, I think.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought
Gimpy second last.
That one's in the mental notes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they
2
were.
games we won.
I'm sure they were. So what did we play? 8 teams in the comp. So I'm sure they'd played 6 games and hadn't lost the game. They'd knocked Kawana over.
Yep.
And it had us looking like
Yeah.
I was looking, going, geez, what's going on here? Like, who they signed or what's
They didn't
going
have any
on?
big names in there, They had Smalu, and he was probably their best
He was good for 'em.
till he broke his finger.
And he was good against us too. And
Yeah.
obviously, I little run and tash with him, but he's a good footy player. Like that's what you got to do against good footy players, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I think Nambour's big thing. They lost Oaksy last year, like the year before, and they lost that big Jackson, the big back row that won back row in Queensland, Jackson Ginsing or something. He went real well.
Oh,
and they lost a couple, I think 2 other forwards that were real senior lads, and obviously it left them just to fill a big hole with probably some imports, I guess, that I don't know had the Nambour culture or just.
Well, I think they could stick it out for 80 minutes. That's how they were beating sides. It'd be close, and they would just grind them till the end, really. And they were winning only by 2 points, 4 points. Like there wasn't much in their wins, but they were just scraping through.
We got them at. What did we get them at? We played them at home. That first game we played, that was the end of the round. We played them at home. We beat them 24-0, 30-0.
30.
But it was still it wasn't a
32.
blowout.
No, it was physical. First 20 minutes was pretty physical, but like I say, depth and injuries and stuff like that.
That Miles Gow
Yeah.
from what? Where was he playing? BR?
I think he was playing,
BRL?
yeah, Bulimba or something.
What, mid-season?
Well,
So
I'm sure he only
early.
played.
Early. He played a few games for Bulimba, then come down here, say.
And he's a lump. Hey, Jesus, what is he? $120, easy.
Yeah, looks
You
like
know.
Tarzan, plays like Jane.
Ooh, yeah.
Eat already.
Yeah.
What would we rate them, boys? Give them an A, B, C, D, or let's call it an E, right? A, B, C, D. You can put pluses and minuses in there if you want. What would you rate him out of those?
Look, I went ahead earlier and jumped on this, and they wouldn't be happy with the year, especially starting so strong. I'm just giving them a D. So
D flat?
What were they conceding? 30 points, like a game. You just sort that out. But in saying that, like before,
They're scoring points though, 17 point. Like you got to give them some credit for that. Like they're not obviously not getting flogged.
They would have been below par what they would have wanted to be, like you'd say D plus, C minus. Like they were thereabouts. They were physical. They were in the game for 20, 30 minutes. But once that, the grind come into it and the hard work, they sort of just turned away.
Their biggest signing already is Marty Caldwell, their coach. Like he's going to be. I think he'll be huge for him. I think
Marty.
Well, he played from last year, and then I think he might have torn his bicep or something like that.
Yeah,
he played one or two games from last year. But he's like, mate, he was a Falcon stalwart. I think if he's a coach there,
We got Marty on. We got Marty coming in.
Yeah, I think Marty's going to come in. Had a bit of a chat with him. He's keen. So, busy man, but obviously runs Caldwell's Concrete there. So, plenty of Caldwell's cash, I'm sure, going through the Nambour Crushers next year.
Is it too early to talk about sponsors?
Wow.
Pre-season podcast. All right, boys, let's move it on. The player awards for Nambour. Best forward, Luke Blumke. Is that what I say?
Yeah, back row. Yeah, back row. Yeah, he was probably one of their best.
Yep, fair call. Fair call
I reckon.
On best forward. Best back, Taylor Highland.
Ooh,
Half.
Yeah, I think he got pushed into the centres there the back end of the year, but I didn't really pay too much attention to him. Anyway,
Just walking over it.
What are you after here?
I'm looking for something. Most consistent, Carter Wedd.
Yeah, the hooker.
Yeah, he hurt himself against us. So he didn't.
Yeah, mate, he was.
He had a go.
I think he had a go.
He tried.
Coaches Award, Riley Jarvis.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know him?
No, I don't know him.
You got some work to do there, Riley.
The one you saw
Probably a young
don't
fella.
want.
Coaches Award. You always give the Coaches Award to the young fellas, right? Just to
Yeah.
keep them coming back.
That's exactly right. Keeps them happy.
Fuck, I've had a few Coaches Award in my time. Fuck.
You do not want the coaches award. No,
I've fucking started restricting myself. And the old B&F, Lucas Scott.
No, the half. Was he in the Falcon system?
I don't know.
Got all the head knocks. Was getting the head knocks in the back end.
that's Lucas Bell.
Sorry, no, I think that's who. I think that's who we meant.
Lucas
Bell.
Bell.
I'm pretty sure that's
Lucas
him.
Bell.
Yeah. Sorry, that's a
That's a DK typo there. That's not JB. All right, boys. Let's. What about to play against? I mean, who do you like? Who do you hate tackling at Nambour? Let's give some. We've given him a bit of a spray here already. We've been a bit harsh on him. Who's the toughest bloke to fucking?
I
play
don't know,
against?
but I ran at one bloke there when we were doing it tough, and he just creased me, and I don't know who that was.
He was a young bloke off the bench.
Yeah, I wouldn't run at him again because fuck, he hit me with everything.
Big Miles Gals. He's a huge human.
Yeah, he's a unit.
He's a big boy. But that Kevy Campbell, he's been playing for him for a long time.
Yeah, forever.
Real good clubman, good
Yeah.
bloke too, mate. He just trucks nut, takes, mate. I've seen him get hammered off kickoffs, and he just gets up.
And he's got the real Reggie's rig too.
He wears the original black.
He should come to beer. That's a beer one.
Black insulin tape around the head,
Yeah,
not even the
that's it.
white
No.
tape underneath.
Oh, yeah.
That's old school. Dog.
Any young little fiery fuckers coming out of Nambour?
No, well, they got that. I think his name's Blake, a redhead fella that he's signed with
Woodford.
Cup this year. Blake Woodford, yeah, or Woolford,
yeah.
one of them, and he's probably their best prospect coming out. He's playing. He'll play Cup. Next year he'll play Cup for sure.
He signed out at 20s.
Yeah, he's a
in the Cup.
he's a great football player actually. So I'm assuming if he's not playing Cup this year, he'll be playing for Nambour.
Intrigued, but I'm intrigued to
He'd be
see what
playing for
Marty can
Nambour.
do with knowing so many of those ex-Falcons boys.
Yeah.
Get a bit of older boys there, and just see if they
Marty
can steal
wants
that
something.
forward.
Brody Oxenham, fucking call back. Mate. You're getting asked to come back. He's got no needs. The old brother-in-law. All right, boys, let's move it on. Sharkies, 7th place, 24 points. So same, actually pretty similar to Nambour. 24 points, average points scored 18, average points scored against 29. Sharkies, how'd they go, boys?
You're licking your lips.
Well, they
juicy?
Juicy? Well, we played them in round 1 this year, and it was 32-0 at half time, or 32-4, 32-6, one of them, and first game of the year, and sort of come out thinking we had it won. And they come back, and I think we end up winning 36-24 or 26 or something like that. So
that game.
So
Physical-wise,
yeah,
one of the most physical teams.
That was
one of the
probably
most physical games we'd played all year.
Yeah, that was probably their best side, 1-17. They fielded all year, and then after that, they sort of injuries crept in, and by the end of the year, I think they didn't really want to be playing football.
Their forward pack that game was gun.
Yeah.
I think obviously McCann was playing up front, and
Timmy Knight
was on our edge. That was a battle.
Yeah,
he's a dog. He goes hard, which is good to play against on the back row.
He's the next biggest grub to DK here.
We'll join the queue, mate.
Yeah.
Get in the fucking queue.
Yeah.
Rating, A, B, C, D.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, from what I know, they had plenty of... they thought they were going to go pretty well this year, so I'm going to give them a D. Because they had high hopes.
They were hunt.
So you're putting them lower than Nambour?
Yeah. I thought Nambour were a better side.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fair call.
Yeah.
D+, C-. I don't know.
But don't they come out every year and say they're going to do something?
Yeah, they have. They have high expectations every year.
Sorry, boys.
I felt a little bit. Yeah, I felt a little bit sorry from the back end. Obviously, we'd give them a bit of a 70-point touch up the back in the year. But they were playing some kids there.
Yeah, they got a great, like, their 19s, you know, coming years, their A grade will be, you know, fairly good if those young fellas stick around.
Well, their 19s come second against Kawana.
Yeah.
So
They're pretty good at holding on to juniors too.
Yeah. And I know one of them give him junior kid a pizzling anyway.
Yeah,
that young fella, I think he's still in school.
Nearly put him in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was pretty cool.
Anyone whacking juniors.
What's I mean, like, I think we're going to go, we're talking to Zach as well, the halfback.
Yeah, Jersey, I think he's locked in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, very
That's good. Because that'll be good. I want to hear from the halfback. His old boy was the assistant coach, and he's a great bloke lead too. So it'd be good to hear from the halfback what's going on in that club. And obviously,
well, it's been how long's it been? How long's it been?
Their reserve go folded too halfway through the year.
Correct. Yeah. So obviously, I think they talking to even Mitchie, right? Mitchie Jackson.
Yeah,
Shout out
Mitchie
to
Jackson.
Mitchie. I think he was saying. I think most of the C graders were playing 2 games most weeks.
Yeah, because they
which is odd for Clown. I mean, you throw back to our fucking time.
Their Reggies were guns.
Like they were guns across the fucking whole senior comp.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad because they've been a bit on struggle street for quite a few years now, Callie. So
that was the coach telling them that they had to play reserve grade, otherwise they're going to pull their C grade side, and they won the comp. So that's why they were playing 2 games.
Bit of breaking news. I think they announced their coaching staff last night, didn't they?
Yeah.
I seen Ricky Shacks at the shop the other day. Let him know what we're doing. He was all for it. He's going to be the S&C coach. I don't know if he'll be playing again, but you'd know more about it, Damo. You've seen it.
Craig Cleary.
Craig. Yeah, he's got the top job, no lead this year, and I think Dane Hogan, you know, Hogs is the assistant coach.
I'd love to see
so,
if that happens.
Whether he turns up or not, you know, they could pretty well be. He has some pull, I'd say, to get players there next year too, and then like Corny.
Corn Diggity's there too, isn't he?
Yeah, Jack Corn.
Another real estate agent. One of the best.
There's a few getting Tried to recruit him once, actually.
And he was Storm 20s when he was younger before he ate himself, the big fella.
Mate, if they keep... obviously they got Rubes there. If they keep Sharla in the centres, if they put that forward pack together, which...
Yeah, Elsbach, I dare say he'll be there again. I'd say
their season fell off a cliff when Elsbach went away. He was he's one of the top 3 nines in the comp. And he's good.
Yeah.
You play with him at Gimpy, so...
Yeah, big raps on him. He's a good footy player, that's for sure.
Player awards, boys. Most improved, Elias Broom.
Young fella?
Yeah, young fella. I think only 19, or 20.
Best forward, Ruben Olive.
Yeah, he was playing back row, so yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, easy one.
Yeah.
Best back, Zach de Jersey.
I think you had to give it to him.
Yeah, players player, Ethan Gaffney.
Yeah, the skipper.
Yeah.
Captain. He went, he tries, he goes.
Oh, he has to. At the back end of the year, they were just debuting kids, man. Like, I felt a bit bad.
He was playing 80 minutes in the middle, getting flogged.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably deserves that.
Managers Award, Liam Henderson.
When's that been?
Managers
fucking award, by the way.
Yeah, what the fuck, yeah. Maybe
that's worse than the coach.
Hendo, if we see you out, you're done. You're going to cop a pizzling.
Managers.
And BNF, Hayden Elsbach.
Yeah.
Easy,
mate. He probably would have been, if he didn't go away, he would have probably been player of the year on the coast.
He was leading.
Tommy Gez.
So they pulled out the what do you call it? Like the little what's the Dally M called on the Sunny Coast? I can't even think what it is. Obviously, just Sunshine Coast best player, best and fairest.
Yeah.
He was leading that by a country mile before he went away.
Yeah. Then he went up Europe for 2 months or something.
And still got BNF for Shaky.
Yeah, he come back after no training or
fucking
2 months of no training and just killed it still.
Well, if you want 2 weeks holidays or 2 months holidays and September off, then Sharkies is the best. So any highlights there, boys? Anyone going back to the toughest blokes in that side or most electric or whatever you want to call it? Anyone any standouts for Callie that we can shout out?
Probably Elsbach, mate. Like he single-handedly would just carve up a defensive line.
Mate, they went out and got the 2 best centres. Like Ruben Olive played last year for Maroochydore against us when we lost the comp in the centres, and Shayla was at Noosa. They're arguably
the best, couple of the
best centres in the comp. They went and got them and still come. No, not that young at all.
Oh, well, Rebs is 25. Kurt's 25 too.
Are you 25?
Yeah.
25's fucking young, mate. You start playing your best footy.
Nah,
one more year. Coolum and Colts, boys. 6th place, another 24-pointer. Average points scored average for 18. Average against 19. That's the third best in the comp.
Yeah. Well, funnily enough, I reckon Coolum was the hardest side.
What do you guys win
Played
by
all
that
year.
week? Wasn't it 18-16 or something?
They were beating us 16-0 at half time. We come back and beat them 18-16.
One of the big,
He's gonna go there,
one of the big sprays.
Oh.
At half time, I think we just walked off head down, just filthy.
Yeah.
One of the big sprays. I think they were. They were.
Yeah, I reckon
were
that
so-
Did you? Was that the?
Nah, I don't think that was.
That wasn't that one.
Hey, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that one.
That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
I was going to
Yeah,
DK
biggest
in the
dummy-
shed, just going.
Biggest dummy bit of all time. That. Yeah.
Lukey Phillips going to come in.
Yeah, that'll be good.
One of my old counterparts from
Sparring
reserve grade.
partners.
Yeah, sparring partners.
Yes.
We've had a good fucking few little battles, but good to see him still ripping in an A grade, to be fair.
He should have been playing A grade a long time ago, I think.
Fuck, I'd love to show you. Once he comes on, I'll do a little shout out on Instagram for him because there's a fucking funny photo from grand final. Arvo threw a beer shirt on him and he's got 2 rum cans in his hands. And he was there. I think he was there by himself. I don't even know.
Yeah,
fucking
he
all
would
the
have been.
Coolum boys. Anyway, so Coolum boys, 24 points, 18 and 19. That's a pretty good fucking season for them,
Right.
hey? Like,
First year in A grade.
yeah.
They
Credit where credit's due. And they started really well, right? They kind of just faded off a bit.
well,
towards
they
the end.
just
A lot of draws, wasn't it?
yeah, they
two-
just
two or three
never
draws.
they couldn't finish the game. They were always tying or drawing or losing by 2 points. Like they just, I don't know. They must have grew a leg when they played us because every time we played them, I still reckon they were the best side apart from Kawana that we played all year.
Yeah, we pulled it out of the fire every time against them. Like we
Yeah.
just had to find something,
Yeah.
and I think it's just a bit of class showed there a little bit.
Played in that Sunday in the back end
In
of
the
the
slot
year
there.
in the slot, and that was one of the toughest games I reckon we played. We had people going down. Jardine broke his
Rowie
face and played
broke his jaw
another
that
40
game,
minutes
yeah.
after he did that. Like it was just a
Side note on Coolum though as well. I think their Reggie's probably I think they forfeited probably half a dozen
Yeah.
games, man.
Yeah.
Like they would have been pretty low on depth, I'd reckon, with players
Does
as well.
it go to show that waiting that extra year or waiting, you got to wait? Like I suppose we're looking at Bribey now, undefeated, won everything in reserve grade. They've got a 19s, but their 19s are getting pumped every week, I think. I mean, I reckon Coolum were a victim of welcome to A grade, welcome to suspension fucking territory. Like, mate, this shout out to the match review committee. Phew, geez, you do a good job. You must get paid because they love suspending an A grader. Like,
Not me.
Because, I think Lukey Phillip.
For once.
Yeah, well,
for once.
I think Lukey Phillip, he'll attest to that. I think he got 4 weeks.
Did he?
Yeah, he got doubled up and we got 4 weeks. And a lot of their good players, which were obviously, I think they're 13, that has seed and whatnot.
Yeah, well,
and
he's
then-
off to Brizzy Tigers.
Mate, good on him. Good year. And
Yeah,
obviously
great year.
their front row, that Isaac, he was getting suspended a little
Yep.
bit too. And I think they were just doing it tough like that. And as we know, your reserve goes a backbone in the club.
That's it.
Well, there's a minimum commitment, right? These days, I think someone told me if you're going to jump into A grade, you got to do a couple of seasons.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Woodford will know all about it, and we'll get on that later on. So
So Coolum and Colts, best back, Sam Alara.
Yeah,
The centre.
The centre killed us.
went well.
Yeah.
Killed us.
Best forward, one of our boys, DK, Isaac Jones, the old Kiwi fella that came.
Mate, he went really good. Tough as. I think
we never saw him play before this season either. He came the COVID year. He was going to come down to Beerwah.
Yeah, I think Meadsy might have got him
got him
over.
over. Yeah, he went back home, I think, and then he came back when Meadsy went there. But
Yeah, he went well.
tall timber. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Tall
No, I think he was
tall back
a bit
rower.
Franny.
Franny.
Well, Franny was he?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
right. So easily best.
Yeah.
Plenty of mungle in him.
Most improved, Lachlan Turner.
Not too sure. Was he? I don't think he's a 6, was he? I think the next bloke's a 6.
I don't know. Turner, he might have been a little winger.
Yeah. Most consistent, Josh Rowe.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't know.
Not too
No, no,
familiar.
That's
No,
right.
Do some work, brother.
These boys, yeah, do some work. That's a fucking great call.
Yeah.
No BNF, but senior clubman is it Hasid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to pronounce
He's a
the last name.
front rower, right?
Nah, Lock.
Gotcha.
Real good.
But they had to play him through 9 because they lost.
I think he was doing the whole, Lukey Phillip got injured. I think he was doing the whole go to 9, go to 6, go to 13, but I think he's probably a 13. But
Clubman, that's why you're
mate,
clubbing then.
How good for a bloke to come over for the first year and just be, you see a lot of that shit where blokes aren't willing to play through a fucking rolled ankle.
Yeah.
Let alone
Fucking
that.
hell.
He's just
He
going
went
wherever
well.
the club needs.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive by some of those recruits. So
Good on
I
him.
heard he was going to Toowoomba, but they must have.
I think the centre.
Yeah, well, he pulled
Wrong
the pin.
male, the centre.
Yeah, right,
So what was your call on ABCD?
Well, I reckon, mate, if they lost their halfback for the whole year, Jurdy. He was injured and in and out of cup, so he didn't play all that often. But if he was in their side, they would have been top 4. So I'll give them for their first year of A grade, C plus. Like they were thereabouts, mate. They were tough.
C plus.
I think so, bro.
Yeah. I think credit to him as well. Throw us one of those beers if you can, Damo.
And Matty Smith, he done a good job on recruiting and everything he did. So
Matty from your mates as well. We're drinking Larry's here, boys, so wouldn't mind
Not a bad drop.
cheeky couple of sponsorship beers. Anyway, moving on. Cabo Snakes, 5th place, 28 points. Oof. We've finally broken the 24 points, for fuck's sake. 28 points, average for 24 points, average against 26 points. 5th place.
It's good to see someone in the green for once, out of that minus anyway. So
yeah, geez, they turned up every week.
No. I think we're back in the minus. We're in the minus still.
Are we still? Was that
22
sorry, that was Coolum.
Minus by 2 points. Yeah.
Losing them last 2 games of the round hurt them. Otherwise, they would have been playing finals.
Mate, there was whispers getting around. I won't say from who, but there was whispers getting around that. Geez, I hope Cabo doesn't make the finals.
Yeah, that was me.
Back end of the.
That was me. I didn't want to play him again.
I knew it was coming from inside.
That was me.
Outside me. No, mate, they're that team. They're that, I think Bucket had him going. Bucket
coming back? No, I think we spoke earlier.
Well, I chatted to him the other day, and he
said that last year though.
Doesn't sound like he is, but it'd be good to Bucket reach out. But
let us know, mate.
Let us know. Bucket gets him that. He's a Cabo boy. He gets that siege mentality, and you go down to the snake pit.
Oh, nothing worse than some.
Some of the best.
We've never played. Oh, you might know. What's it like playing at the kennel? Where would you prefer not to play, the snake pit or the kennel?
Well, it didn't really matter where I went. I was sort of just getting yelled at anyway. But I know when I turned up to the kennel, I was copping it. Didn't matter who was sitting on the sideline. I was getting it from there. But
it's easy when you defend 2 in.
Yeah,
when you're forearming their favourite son.
Yeah, that's chin. Deserve that. But the snake pit, it's a hell. It's a hell place, especially when the Reggies are on the cans up on the hill. It's a bad place.
Yeah, it's good when you end up just down the other end of the field.
Clyde Buzzico would know all about it. Yeah, they're in his head.
Oh, boys. Geez, we had that, what was it, the game at home. Holy.
Yeah.
We had, I think Kai broke his eye socket. Was it eye socket, everything?
Cheekbone, yeah.
They got a young kid that come out of 20s.
I tried fighting the coach. My own coach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is the game. This is the game.
Yeah,
this is the game.
Hold on. But I just shout out to that young fella. I think was his name Ezra something. One of you listeners, let us know.
Comment
What's his name? Tag him in it because he's a goer. I think he was coming out of that 20s. It was roughly that I don't know what he was doing. He must have been around that 19th man or whatever, and he kept coming back to Cabo every week. And he was happy to take on a pack of dogs every week. And he was coming out of the line. I think he hit Kai off the kickoff. Doesn't matter if it's illegal.
Well, if it's on Kai, it doesn't matter. If it's on Kai, it's.
I'm sure
it's.
I remember a little halfback humbled me there, and the first time I played him, and a fella bit his ear.
Ooh, there's no biting. There's no biting. But no, he definitely gave it to our boys. I think he got Hilly twice, and Hilly was filthy.
What was he playing?
Front row, comes off the bench, big Islander boy, went well. So
big Rolly.
Big Aaron Nelson.
Got a big Rolly.
Yeah, the Chardane squeeze.
Yeah, Chardane Rolly rolling.
Fucking
got him a few times. Rolly didn't like him.
Rolly doesn't like anyone.
No, just me. Just me.
He's only just.
That's so true, man.
Just
fuck,
me.
that's
JB. He's only just come around to you.
Yeah,
you had a big Boris steer.
I had to do a Sydney fucking weekend with him for grand final, and old White was loved up, so he was Rolly was. We won't
the
go
Rolly
there.
show.
The old roll and squeeze. What's it with Chardane squeeze? Fucking outstanding. So Cabo Snakes, ABC or D, and pluses or minuses if you need to.
Well,
they finished last year? 4th.
Yeah, they played finals last year.
We beat them in extra time
to get into the GF.
To make the GF.
Yeah,
it was which I think probably gone backwards then. So they didn't make the finals. I've given them a C plus because they finished thereabouts, and they don't get any Falcons. They don't get any. They don't have any big
pool though. Big pool of players.
I agree, but Burpengary killing it.
Yeah,
it's up the road. A lot of good players at Burpengary. Shout out to Burpengary Jets.
C plus. They would have been spewing how they finished. Like I said, they were in the mix. They were 3rd there for a bit, coming to the back end of the year, and sort of just fell off the horse a bit and ended up missing out. They only had to win one game out of the last 3 or something to make finals, and they didn't even get there.
Best forward,
Thank God.
Mateus, is that right?
Yeah, deservingly.
Yep.
He's a good little footy player, he is.
Best back, probably Cabo's favourite son, Totoro, right?
Easy. Yeah. Mate, he has got...
That's his old man's doing.
Mate, I think we're going to get him in too. I spoke to him today. And
he's in.
He's pretty busy at the moment, but he said he's definitely keen.
Oh, fuck,
that'd
we've
be
just
a good
given him
one.
a massive fucking blowtorch up the arse here.
Well,
So
mate, we
surely
need
he's coming
to
in
get
now.
him, get
he'll
hold
come
of
in.
this. His kickoffs are something else, and he's
kicking.
torpies.
Yeah, he's torpies. Have fun, Janko.
Holy, thanks. No, thanks.
Most improved, Lewis Carmelengo.
Not too sure.
No.
Don't know. Sorry, mate. Look, we don't know. You guys don't know any of these most improved boys.
I think they're young fellas.
They got
Yeah.
some work to do. But anyway, good on you boys. Well done. Coaches Award, Tyler McGoldrick.
Yeah, fiery centre.
Yeah, little centre.
Real fiery little centre.
Players player, Ash Comer. Comer?
Was he one of the four?
I think he was their lock, the 13
Was he?
maybe. Yeah. They're a good ball player, good footwork.
Ooh.
The old cannonball.
BNF Mark Stimson.
Yeah, it's Dimo.
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
Stimo.
Yeah.
Been
So
there forever.
fair all around there for what you guys know.
Yeah,
of?
Mr. Consistent.
Cabo Snakes, C+ all around. Moving on, top four.
Here we go.
Swannies, 34 points. So they are 6 points clear of fifth. 34 points. Average points scored, 18. Average against, 24. Still in the fucking negative. So that's going to show Coolum. Fucking red hot. Good on you,
Yeah.
boys. So Swannies, 34 points. Yeah, 18 and 24. Rundown on Swannies. Keep in
Well-
mind, obviously, what they get a week out before the season was supposed to start, and they scrambled a fucking A grade.
Yeah.
Or was that just fucking
Yeah.
Sunshine Coast Daily doing the absolute best
that
work
was
of all time?
they were honestly struggling. They really were. They had to fold up their reserve grade.
Yep.
I know their 19s were playing. Some of their 19s were playing 2 games every week. Fill that A grade side, and they all went pretty well too. Their 19s, they were, at the start of the year, they would have thought they weren't going to get anywhere near it. But I'll tell you what, they come a long way.
We're getting Barty on here. So Barty Hold. So
Yeah.
I'll spoke to him. I am that keen to pick his brain about last year because every report coming out of Maroochydore was,
They're done.
they're
Dire
they're
straits.
done and
Won
they're
the
not
comp
getting
the
an
year
A
before
grade.
and that's
Well,
it.
I just couldn't believe it. And some of those boys, I get retiring and whatnot, but I'm sure some of those boys aren't at retirement age. I've even seen a couple of them might return this
Well,
year.
Tommy Gez, he's still running
Mate.
around. Look at him, killing
We'll
it.
get to Gez.
Yeah.
Geez,
Oh, you don't want to blow smoke up their ass as well, though. But you don't want a team like Maroochydore folding from the
Nah,
even
no.
from a reserve grade perspective.
No.
It's weird not playing against them. To be
Yeah.
fair. Coaches Award. So A, B, or C, or D, boys.
Well, I reckon, probably B minus. The start of their year wasn't good, but I think they ended up winning like 8 or 9 in a row.
B minus is
Yeah, I've gone
harsh.
B. I've gone B.
Yeah.
Because I think mid-season trade-ins, which we haven't even spoke about, Seaton Reid, where did he come from?
And killed it.
And killed it every game.
I'm only giving
You're
him a
talking
B
about the
minus.
most dangerous player on the field every
Yeah,
time. And
touch the ball.
Jeez, it wasn't.
Where's he from? Don't know.
Noosa.
Cito
Noosa.
played at Noosa. I think he's done a bit of time down at Newcastle,
Yeah.
like competition as well down that way. But, geez, good footy player, freaky. And then Riley Moore went out to Toowoomba Clydesdales, played a bit of cup. Obviously,
Played 5 or 6 games for
well,
them,
I don't know.
think he did. Yeah,
was he not
did.
getting any game time out there? He's come back
Well, he's got his own business down here, so I don't
conveniently
know
for
if it
finals
was...
time. I think they're just lacking. They've got some good signings already too. They've jumped on the bandwagon announcing
they're going
signings on
quick.
social media.
Reggie's? Any word on Reggie's? They're going to
They've got. I think so. No,
Should
they've
have the
announced
numbers.
3 Reggie's coaches.
Yeah.
They're
that's
similar.
right.
They're similar to Colander, right? They've always got a
Yeah.
lot of juniors coming, and they don't leave. If you play for Maroochydore, you don't leave.
Yeah, that's right.
They always stay.
And they got a Sheila side this year too.
Oh, mate,
Robbie Ruff.
Bruffy.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge one.
I give him a B minus because of their last game antics against us. That's why.
Story? Is there a story there?
Well, I don't know how a bloke can go in after a game and put in his suggestion of what should have been a penalty and what shouldn't have been, and ended up, losing 3 blokes before a major semi-final.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be-
There's
That's probably something that's got to be looked at. You can't, if the ref doesn't penalise.
But there was no penalty, right? Yeah. No
None.
one on report.
No one
nothing.
on report, not even a penalty for it.
Yeah. Anyway, we
Tackling
won't.
too
We're
hard,
going to
apparently.
stay somewhat neutral.
Here we go. We're
We're getting into the top 4, and old Popper's getting warmed up. What do we got? Coaches Award, Seaton Reid. Best forward, Jack Kingdom. Best back, Oscar Crawley. Players player, Tom G.
Yeah, Tommy Gez.
Yeah,
deserving.
Best and fairest,
Player of the year
Player of the year
for Sunny Coast.
Yeah.
By a country mile.
So you get players player and that's fair. Best players player and best and fairest. Most outstanding player, Jackson Mule.
Mule. Yeah, he was there all year.
Is that a sympathy award? Most outstanding player. I don't know.
What does it even mean?
I don't know. You clearly
He was good for them,
I
though.
think
He held their side.
They lost John McLaughlin in that
for our game against
done his
us.
peck against us early. So in round one, or sorry, in the round one,
round
of the,
two, I think.
round one of the games, obviously regular season. And I think Muley held them together. And when Cedo come along, really
helped him.
Went well. So
fair call on those awards.
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
B minus, Maroochydore Swans. Third place, Noosa Pirates. 36 points, 2 above Swannies. Average points scored 24. Average against 26. Another negative.
I just think they done the work at the start of the year. That's why they were there. We beat them up at Noosa there. We had 11 players on the field at one stage and they didn't score a point against us.
Yeah, shout out Chocky Humphreys, most angry centre in the comp.
Yeah.
Always got the shits and wanting to punch on.
Chock Humphreys, Mundine, yep. The
Love
big
him.
fella. But they were, I think we only beat them by 4 points, but we had a player sent for the game, 10 in the bin. I got hooked again. Again. But and then I think the second or third time we played them, we beat them by 40, 50.
Yeah, well, they had obviously Maveo was huge for them, but I think he had to go play 6 a lot for them.
Yeah.
So they
They finished 4th last year, was it?
Yeah, I think they were in the top.
They're always there.
No, they weren't because Gimpy beat them twice. The only games we won all year against Noosa. So I don't think they were in the finals last year.
I love these Gimpy plugs. Shout out Gimpy.
Yeah, the Devils. I'm going back next year.
You and
He's kidding himself.
I'm playing reserve game. Me and Rolly.
No, I think Noosa's always. They got that bit of recruitment drive. They go well. I think we've G'd up hooker / half Hayden Truss to come on in a couple of weeks and whatnot. So good lad, Noosa boy through and through. So see what they do. I think they got a couple of Maroochydore boys early on as recruits. I think Messer went up there, just couldn't stay injury free. Would have been huge for him, I reckon.
Bad calf.
Yeah, could not stay injury free.
No.
And obviously big RJ's jumped on the potty follow already. So
Hey, credit to the Reggies there. Their Reggies have gotten stronger and stronger.
Stick it out.
They
They got
as well.
a couple of brothers there that little baldy brother of yours.
Yeah.
He goes pretty hard. A couple of young Noosa boys. So some good juniors, I think. Anyway.
Yeah, they'll be right. Years to come, I reckon. They'll be up there again.
Lay a
next
good
year.
platform. So
Yeah, they'll be up there again next year.
Best forward, Chris Williams.
Oh, is that
I think it's that
Is it the Josh Maguire of Noosa?
Yeah, Josh Maguire
Head
of Noosa.
tattoos. Jeez.
goal kicker, chip and chase.
Goal kicker. I love a forward goal kicker.
Yeah, he is.
He's
Kick in play too. Yeah, he does it
in
all,
play.
that bloke.
Best back, Cam Hansen.
Yeah, that fullback. Yeah,
What'd he do to you?
He burnt me. Back row wasn't there to help. That's sure.
Oh, here we go.
Players player, Dylan Cousins. Best and fairest, Dan Maveo.
Yeah, he deserved that.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah, he was their best.
Yeah.
By far.
Great boys. Noosa Pirates, 3rd place. 2nd place, Kawana Dolphins.
What did we give him a rating?
Sorry, Noosa Pirates. Let's go back to that. Thanks for the...
B minus.
I've gone B minus. I've gone Maroochydore over him.
Yeah.
Like I know.
I think that's fair to say. Yeah, that's fair.
I think where Maroochydore were coming from and where...
Yeah, I got a grudge against Maroochydore.
Yeah, well...
So that's what... I'm not changing mine.
That's fair, but that was the fire in the bell. I couldn't wait to play Noosa because it was... They come out in that... Obviously, in another platform, media platform, and the trainer was, can't wait to sink our teeth in the beer one. I was like, oh, you beauty. That was a bit of fun for the boys that week. So,
Yeah, everyone was out to get us this year.
Anyway, enough about us.
Anyway.
Continue.
We're getting to us.
I want to talk about it all.
2nd place, Kawana Dolphins. So B minus is all around for Noosa Pirates. Kawana Dolphins, 2nd place, 46 points, 10 ahead of Noosa. Average points scored, 26. Average against 13.
Goes to show they were second best side in the comp, really. You know, they were good. They were good every time we played them.
Mate, we played them six
times.
We played them 6 times this year.
Yeah.
And it was like every game, they just brought their best against us. Every
Yeah.
week. I said it in, whatever interview I had to do, it was, mate, they play their best footy against us. You watch them play other teams, it's like, where's this come from? Like, you're playing your reserve graders, but a good...
A few reserve graders stepped up this year.
which is good.
Yeah, probably
Mate,
3 or 4.
They've got that. And as you know, playing reserve grade for a while, JB, like, mate, they have got that great little system there where just it's next man up mentality. And, like, you know...
Young little hooker. What that bloke who was... I think he played Reggie's last year. I think he might have played a couple of A-grade games. He might have been coming off at 14.
I think so.
Little young fella, longish blonde hair.
Harry Lebke.
I think when Smoothie and obviously Stevie Ray weren't available, he would play, but went well.
Yeah, I mean he looks young. He's probably like 18, 19 or something. And like, you give him another 3 or 4 years playing senior footy, he looks like a really crafty little bloke.
Yeah, well, not to. Obviously, you can give Kawana I'll give Kawana
Big junior base. Kawana, mate, massive junior.
Whatever
base
they do there, they do it well. Like they've always got a production line of kids coming through.
Yeah,
you know, and you can throw it back to.
Falcons
is next door. Do they come back? They probably do, but someone's still to coach them.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone's still to look after them, man, manage them, do all that. So,
but it's just the running of things. Even talking to Chater a few times, there's obviously been a fair bit of turnover in the committee and stuff. But at the end of the day, there's something happening there, and I think there's obviously a lot of local mums and dads that get super passionate about it. And so, they're doing something right. Credit where credit's due. They're always there or thereabouts every year, and
that's right.
They're always strong in all grades from. You know, particularly seniors, but even the junior side. So, what are we giving them as a rating, boys?
I'd have to give them an A. You know,
yeah. I mean, they haven't done much wrong. They stood up against you boys, each time. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I reckon
it was like their forward pack was just it was
phenomenal.
You just knew every week. You knew every week you were playing Kawana.
I know. Every time we played them, we were going.
It was on.
Here we go again. Fucking hell.
Best forward, Tyson Rose.
Yeah, he went well this year. Only a little fella.
Best tackle technique in the comp. Easy. Put Rowie on his head too. Great to see.
And Junior. Got Junior.
White will enjoy this.
Yeah.
Best back, Jay
Lanudo. Yeah, he was buddy. Well, he kept a couple of...
Super underrated.
Yeah, he kept a couple of blokes coming back from cup out of that fullback spot. That's how good he was going this year.
Mates, I thought he was unreal. Yeah. Another one of the... losing the hair club that looks 40-20. Looks 40, is 20.
Yeah. No fear in the little fella.
Yeah, it goes well.
Mosh, if you're watching, we can few sponsorships happening there as well. What do you got? Coaches Award, Joe Leggett, Player Jackson Russell, Most Improved Ethan Sayo. I can't say
the fronty, yeah.
What do you do? Well, any comments there on those three?
Well, their halfback, mate. Geez, he could tackle.
Before we touch on that, Joe Lego, I thought he was a bit of a reserve grader, mate. He was tough. I thought he come up and did a real good job. But
yeah, ran hard.
Like you're saying, that Jackson Russell, he's one of the best defensive halves in the comp.
He's only 22, I think. He's only a young fella. He was good too. Everything he did was good.
I think I did a little potty as well, boys. So good luck with that, lads, and we'll collab sometime.
Yeah. Actually, I've heard about the potty since getting this far enough. Yeah, that's the Kawana boys, is it? Yeah. There's a few Reggie's boys in there as well.
But so what was the other one? Big E, big front rower. Yeah, he went well. And what was the other one? Ryan Jeffrey, me mate, me sparring partner.
Ryan Jeffrey, BNF.
Ooh.
Jackson Russell was the other one, players player.
Yeah, he deserves that.
But Ryan Jeffrey, best and fairest.
I don't think they really had anyone else to give it to.
Skip went well.
Yeah, he played 80 minutes every week. Loved running at a halfback day.
Yeah, that was fucking doing our heads in.
Loved running at a halfback.
Don't you like running at a halfback?
Mate, it's the best thing.
Yeah, as a back row, it's all right, but as a fronty.
Yeah. Junior, you got to get out of your way. You got to get out of your way.
It's their own fault.
Lightest player in A-grade, surely. Kid. Any other comments on Kawana?
Just
can't give them too much.
Can't give them too much.
It's going to be. Hopefully, we get. I think they got a new coach coming in, so I think Hinso might have finished his tenure there.
Yeah, well, he's done it. He was there when I was playing 18.
Mate, he's obviously done a good job there. So, and I think the new coach coming in, it's going to be a big job for him because, mate, see how they recruit and whatnot. So, be good to get the new coach on anyway.
First place. Is there a drum roll thing on this? There probably is a drum roll on that little machine I've got there. But first place, BUR Bulldogs. 72 points score. 72 points. That can't be right. That's not right. That's DK's fucking just...
You know it's right.
Average points scored 32. Average against 10.
Yeah, that's good going, that. That is good going.
Remember when we throwback to when we won the Reggie's comp when I dropped back and coached and whatnot. What was our aim for against in our points? I said I've done a little bit of
12?
study. I think it was 10.
10.
So it was nice to hit that again.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Damo, you go. Throw to you, mate. I'll get a bit too much.
10 points, I suppose. All we did was, pride ourselves on our defence. Sort of wins your football games if you don't let the opposition score well. It's pretty fucking simple, isn't it?
Easy.
Not bad when you're averaging, 32 a week, though.
Yeah. Couple of good finishes. Dropper.
Hey, credit to Dropper, though. He's
worst winger in the comp, but somehow did it.
He's turned into an A-grader, in my opinion. I don't give him too many raps, old Dropper, but semi-full for those who don't know who we're talking about.
Mate, shout out to him. Top try scorer this year, too.
He went well.
Come from C grade. 2 years ago, it's playing C grade.
Yeah.
For Biwa,
Which was good.
Yeah.
It's good to see beer.
Great dad. Buys piss for the boys.
Free piss, Chris. Holy. Loves a beer, the bloke. Great bloke.
But no, this year we sort of set ourselves goals at the start of the year, what we wanted to do, and pretty well everyone just bought in. And
from an outsider, obviously, we even outsider for A grade, but playing Reggie's, it's obviously been a long time coming, DK, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We've been there for a long time and just haven't been able to get it done. But I don't know what it was this year. I think, I think we talked a little bit about culture to start the podcast, and I think I went around to all the blokes that we paid a bucket load of cash to come play for us. Apparently, Hilly, shout out.
Jesus, I just got a box of beers and a vape. That's all I got. Box of beers and a vape. So, man, Rolly, that was our deal, I think.
Oh, fuck it out. No, what was it? That was the chat, right? We bought a team.
Yeah. I was on $600 a game, apparently.
Fucking hell. I don't think people realise how poor we are at beer.
No, that's right.
Fucking
There's
no
not that much
money
money
there to even throw around.
No.
I didn't pay rent for 2 weeks because I was trying to fucking buy beers for you cunts on a Thursday. Obviously it was. I think the culture this year, DK, right? I think that was a big change. We've always been there for it, but
I just say they brought 2 people. 2 blokes from Gympie, Rolly and Damien, and they got on the comp.
Jeez, Gympie better be fucking doing some swallows.
Rookie of the year, Jackson Kite.
Easy.
And apparently should have won fucking 91.9's fucking hottest tradie or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that. There's a few people upset about that.
Yeah. The bloke who won it was just it's just weird. Anyway, good looking bloke, old Jackson. Players player.
He's single.
Yeah. Players player, Nick Jennings. Standout year.
Easy.
Well, I thought he was our best all year.
Career best. Career best year.
Yeah. Outstanding year. Best forward, Jamie Hill.
Yeah, mate, he was good for us this year. He did a lot for us in the middle.
Mate, I think coming back from a season at Q Cup.
Oh, yeah. Changed him.
The training was different too. It was like, mate, I know I was getting a lot of tips off him with obviously the crush attack and that, obviously slipping the head and whatnot, and just little things.
Just his presence.
A lot of wrestling sessions, which was like him and Rowie were great like that. Obviously, Rowie being in the Falcon system for a couple of years too, so really good for our young blokes.
Presence, the confidence of
and I know like when opposition were coming up against him, they were
going for him.
Fuck, we got to defend Hilly. So when they're doing that, it obviously means something. You must go all right. So
best back, Jenko, Nick Jennings again, probably well deserved there.
Best all year. Don't do it.
Don't need to worry about the BNF. So
let's do it.
BNF. How many years have you played, DK?
And he's been shit.
What are you, 32? 32, probably a good 10 of those with me.
Righto, 31 and you're 32.
31.
30.
He's played 17 years of A grade. He's been shit for 16. Gets a halfback. Plays him into the form of his life.
Righto, I knew this was coming. I nearly wanted to can this whole question.
Anyway, best and fairest, guys, Daniel Kidd.
Didn't deserve it anyway.
Well,
Wasn't the fairest.
I heard you say before that Jenko was our best player all year. I went up to him after presentation as well. I'm like, nah, Jenko. It was like that Kanye and Taylor Swift concert.
Sympathy vote.
Hey, DK, you had a good season, but Jenko had one of the best seasons of all time.
Career defining.
That was it. Yeah, definitely not the fairest bloke anyway. Likes pulling hair, biting.
You get suspended?
Once. The last
Isn't
game.
the rule you can't get BNF if you get suspended?
Ask him what for. pulling a bloke's hair.
Mate, if you,
tape of that.
as far as I'm concerned,
that's on record.
If you've got a ponytail,
Yeah, you can pull it.
get rid of it.
Yeah, I
because this
agree.
is rugby
There's
league,
three blokes
mate.
who will go
There's
on
no
board.
ponytails.
I agree. I'd pull it too. Just had someone else
And pull
doing
your
it for me.
socks up just quietly.
Yeah, hey, we haven't done the survey yet. It's 1-0, but we'll get to that. Anyway, boys, that's it for 1 to 9. What do you want to touch? Let's touch on Rivers quickly. Obviously, Rivers coming into A grade this season. What are our thoughts there?
Well, the similar thing, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago when they won the comp. They were playing reserve grade, and then the Klein twins went back there and recruited about 100 fossils that had played a combined 600 games of Q Cup or something and won the comp.
They won the comp still.
Yeah.
They were good.
They were very good.
Hey, experience. Take the experience.
I know.
But there
yeah.
must have been enough depth there as well to keep
Yeah, they had...
Well, here's
depth and a lot of strapping.
my biggest thing is they're going to be like a Coolum year. Like, and I know we're getting Edo on, obviously.
Yeah, Ethan.
Ethan's
Yep.
coming on as a guest here. We had a relay bit of information going on, but like, do we want to reserve grade the Folden every third week? Or
How many years out of the comp do they have? 1.
2, maybe?
2 or 3, I think.
Mate, they got some boys there. Like,
Well,
obviously,
because we had that year where we did
Yeah,
play.
because the other thing was the Klein boys did a year reserve grade. We beat them.
Yes.
In the semis,
Yes,
and
yeah.
then
And they
we
went to A grade.
Yeah.
Yep.
mate, and their Reggies this year lost to Bribey, obviously, just in the end there.
Yeah.
But
Obviously, you've got Jay, Lancey, Dalton,
Nudo, I suppose.
Nudo,
But
and,
mate, like, obviously,
who's the back rower?
Brooksy. He goes well.
Yeah, those boys will...
Mate, that Brooksy could fit in any A grade side. He goes real well. Like, obviously, I think Lance and Brooksy, and then maybe young Cruzy at the back.
Yeah.
Like, he's obviously going to be an A grader.
Saw
But
Cruise yesterday, actually, too.
there's
We're just talking about team.
there's J-Boy, Dolt, Nudo at,
Well,
Do
Dalt's
they
obviously
wanna-
what's he do? Week on, week off, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So
do they want to play
A
A grade?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Probably not.
Nah.
Probably not.
That's going to be the thing that kills them will be, not having a reserve grade.
And they're their best players. Like,
Yeah.
that's their forward pack.
Yeah,
Like,
and they wanna enjoy
between
the footy.
those 4 boys, geez, like, you're bringing... The only thing I worry about is bringing all these blokes in, which is fair enough. Like, every club has to do it, but they got to buy in. How much does it give you the shits when you see one of those blokes that that your club's paying for that's sitting on the sideline because he stubbed his big toe the other night?
Or to stub my big
Have a
finger.
go at that.
Oh, what'd you do there?
Well, that's you out for the year.
Yeah, done.
Beauty back to give your reserve go.
I'll be going.
Put you on the fucking bus.
You'll be coming with me. Piece of shit.
Look, yeah, I tend to agree there though, DK. I think it's I think you need a couple of years to build to it, but credit to them. Look, we can't deny that obviously it's a better competition with more teams in playing A grade. So just hopefully they have a good run and recruit a few boys. And look, they might recruit from out west, maybe. Who knows?
Well, obviously that Strama, they got that Strama bloody recruitment agency thing going now and whatnot. And
Yeah, he does.
mate, here's one for you. Does Rivers putting a side together, which you got to pay. Like, there's at least going to be something
this day and
small.
age,
Like,
yeah.
mate, they were getting paid the $100 a win 30 years ago. You got to give them $100 a win at least and a bit of fuel money, something like that to go out there. Does Cabo suffer? Because I've heard Cabo don't pay. And that's a rumour that gets around everywhere that, I feel like Cabo's up the road. Like, do your fringe Cabo players start going, well, a few of them, they're mates as well, like a lot of them out there. So there's one for you.
Yeah, it's not that far to travel, I suppose, either, from Cabo to...
Well, Bribey just won the comp. If Bribey's not going on either, there's some young fellas out there. That Bribey, that Bribey fullback's won Player of the Year
weapon, mate.
3 years in a row.
Good player.
Dude, go
Good
play
player.
A grade.
Yeah,
Do something with yourself, man.
he is an out and out.
Go
He's
test
an out and
yourself
out
now, I think.
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, obviously, yeah. Sorry to the Bribey boys to lose, but you're right. He's a class act. Class act. Anyway, well, time will tell, and we'll obviously get Edo. Is Edo coaching?
Yep.
Edo, obviously, the A grade coach. Very close to DK anyway. We'll get him on a couple of weeks. Outside that, boys, we could probably wrap it up there with a few extra touches to finish it off. Look, any new signings of coaches? I think you've mentioned a couple coaches that you've heard of already.
I'll touch on something. Silly Sunday.
Are we going there?
Are we going there?
It's locked.
What a weekend. What
By the
a
way,
weekend.
you realise me and JB have just recovered from this. Like,
Yeah,
it's taken
recovered relationship.
relationship-wise.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to the wives.
Yeah, mine hated
Alex
me
is
there.
I
saying
didn't think
Yeah.
we were going to talk about Silly Sunday.
We can
You
get
got it
there.
when you haven't had shit in the bed, I suppose. Sunday night. After falling asleep
Big
in the park.
weekend.
On the
No,
water.
it was a fucking. That was probably. I would dare say that was probably close to one of the best weekends I've ever had in my entire life. That was fucking outstanding. I just and I was just aware. I was just so aware. I was just floating. Not Anyway,
Yes, you were.
I was aware of everything that was going on.
And just,
great.
it wasn't even just the players, it was the fans.
The whole community.
It was, there was
everyone,
a town there. There was a town there.
there would have been 300 people there Saturday night after we won the grand final.
Mate, even Monday. I don't think I've ever done a mad Monday with more than about 12 or 15 blokes there. I reckon we had about 40 blokes there even on Monday.
Yeah,
Mate, that's Saturday night, Silly Sunday, and Mad Monday.
But when we that GF finished and the siren went, mate, we were over in that crowd for, mate, I just stopped crying. It was that emotional.
Cat.
Cheers. It was that emotional.
He didn't even play the last 10 minutes of it either.
It was 2 minutes.
Calf cramps.
Are we going this? Are we going
Yeah, calf cramps.
Mate. Here we fucking go. Righto.
Calf cramps.
Someone reach out from Gympie. I'll put him on the bus.
I'm told you, I'm going.
We'll get into this
Coach
later
captain,
on.
just haven't told you.
See, what do you want to come back later on the another episode and just...
He's looking for 2 episodes. I see what he's
This is a Mad Monday thing.
He's looking for the cameo.
Ooh, Mad Monday. Take me back.
Who are we watching out for in 2024, boys? We're predicting a pretty similar table. Rivers at the bottom.
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's hard because, like Nambour, they'll recruit well. Marty,
They will, yeah. I think Party Marty being there.
They will be thereabouts. I don't see too much.
You were saying improvement from Nambour?
Yeah, 100%. I think, it'll be a different comp next year, I reckon.
Well, obviously...
And there's no 21s anymore.
Well, that's what I mean. Did you know that, eh, Joe?
Yeah, I heard that.
No 21s.
That's going to be massive.
So that means all the...
So what are we talking? 19s, Sunny Coast, and that's it.
Yeah, well, 19s is
It's obviously
now.
pups there, I think.
Is it 17s? 17s
Yeah,
and 19s.
17s and 19s.
So
But 19s is only like 8 weeks. I think they're back like Easter. So they only miss, I think, a month or not even of
Mate, there's going to be some...
the regular year.
That's depth everywhere. That's
Yeah,
depth
well, that's
reserve,
right. Everyone,
And that's
everyone that's not playing cup, you know what I mean? They're playing.
A lot of kids there that think they should be playing A grade that aren't playing A grade.
Yeah.
We'll catch you later. I'm going down the road. And,
Well, that's right. A lot of things will change. Probably if people not getting a run anywhere, they'll, go to a different club. So I reckon it'll be a different year. I still think
your regulars.
Yeah, Kawanas will be there. We will be there.
I think BYU got a couple of nice ones coming back too. One bloke from Mackay's just play for footy.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
exclusives yet.
I was about to say, are you dropping something there?
Nah, not yet.
Maybe. I think
Can't tell.
How's that
Can't tell
thinking
you.
going there, by the way, mate?
Yeah, I don't know what I've done.
What about
Concrete, mate's got it better of me.
what about the reserve grade side of things?
Fuck, no one wants to talk about that.
Are we going around again?
We've just hit an hour. Look, nothing happening there. Obviously, I'll say one thing. Hopefully, fucking a few of those Bribey boys just hang up the boots. Give old JB, 33 years old in January. One more comp. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, Rivers will be fucked. So it'll probably be us and Bribey, I reckon. Doggies and Bribey.
Yeah,
What's
true.
that? You're going around again?
Fuck yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going. I want one more. I want one more comp win and fucking
more
silly
before you
Sunday,
get
Mad
married.
Monday.
One more before you get married.
The good thing is, I told my missus about this podcast, and she goes, "What's it about? Footy." I ain't fucking listening. Great, so we can talk about that. I ain't getting fucking married. You put a ring on it. You put a ring on it.
I'm
mate.
not
There's-
fucking listening. I love that.
She'll probably listen to it just to see if I talk shit about
Yeah,
it.
she-
Anyway, Alex, I love you, darling. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me. Stevie. Anyway, for Stevie.
Yeah, she plugged us last night.
She did.
Took a lot of prodding, poking. Said, back me. Just back me, babe.
Not the first plug-in. Anyway, boys, first one in the bank. Well done. We fucking did it. We got through it.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully, the listeners got through that hour and 2 minutes of
Shit.
listening. Who are we doing next week, DK? I don't know if we got anyone lined up yet, but there'll be someone there.
I think we'll get one of the coaches, or I'm pretty keen to get Rivers on early, but we'll just see how we go. Maybe Maroochydore. They're doing a few signings early, so that could be nice too. So
Cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That is episode 1 in the bank. Hooroo for now.
Thanks for
cheers.
having me.
Thanks, legend.
Cheers, guys.
Until
was that? Was it too much? It felt like we're just down to shoot the shit anyway.
Yeah, it felt quick, eh? It didn't feel like that.
Yeah, what do you do? Fucking use.
And now I know how Kempy does 4-hour podcasts.
Does
Now I
it?
know how Kempy does 4-hour podcasts. Oh.